Good afternoon, everybody, and thank you all for taking the time to come and celebrate our 5th graduating class at Metro Montessori Middle School. They're all here, no empty chairs, so I know they're not trying to stay for another year. We are so happy to have all the family members that were able to come, all of these friends and neighbors, grandparents, cousins, just here to celebrate joyfully the moving on of these incredible 17 students. We would love to start off with something that our 7th grade class has prepared for the 8th graders. 7th grade singers, come on. Like it.
Why'd you have to go? Why'd you have to leave me when I needed you the most? 'Cause I don't really know how to tell you without feeling much worse. I know you're in a better place, but it's always gonna hurt. Carry on, give me all the strength I need. Just carry on. Feeling so cold. I'll be waiting right here for you till the day you're home. Carry on, give me all the strength I need to carry on. So let the light guide your way. Hold every memory as you go. You take will always lead you home. Oh, it's been a long day without you, my friends, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again, when I see you again. Oh, see you again. When I see you again.
Thank you. How are we all doing out there? Start off with a punch. So I would love to now introduce to you our head of school who has written some words for our graduates. Sue Pritzker.
Welcome to all of you. I don't know why I'm so emotional all of a sudden. I'm realizing there's at least one person in this group that I visited in the hospital the day that they were born. And some of them I knew first in utero, when I touch someone's belly. So I am very excited to see the amazing young people they become. Excuse me for reading my notes, it's probably just as easy. This is for all of you. As you become the 6th graduating class of our Metro program, I want to offer from all of our staff, those who know and care for you, wishes for fun and challenging times ahead. You are a diverse group, dancers, writers, athletes, even social activists already. Some of you are very quiet, and some of you are quite bold. But your collective energy has created an exciting and dynamic middle school community. Your contributions to our larger community reflect positively on you as individuals, but also on Childpeace as a school that really, truly cares. If our alumni offer a glimpse of what's in store for you in high school, you have some years of great fun and great success ahead of you. The strong relations you have formed with both your peers and your teachers will carry you in unknown ways along your path. You've learned how to make decisions for yourself, and you all know how to use the resources around you to help you achieve your dreams. You earned the trust of the adults who have supported you, and you should assume that others will value you for the words you use and the actions you take. Congratulations, you are a Childpeace Metro alumnus now, and we will be in touch to find out about where your passions and skills take you. We send you with love and pride and a message from Toni Morrison. From my point of view, which is that of a storyteller, I see your life as something artful, waiting, just waiting, and ready for you to make it into art. Congratulations. For those of us that work with the Metro program day to day and year in and year out, the staff that work with these students are truly amazing. And I would like to just take a chance right now to have all of them stand up, including Andrea, I know you're here, and give them a round of applause in appreciation for all that they have done for these students. Nancy?
Thank you, Sue. If you're following the program, the next day is an address from the guides to the graduates. Last year, we did this the opposite. We had flipped them, and we had every year before that. We had the graduates do their address before the guides. Last year made us realize that that was not the right order, because once they say what they have to say, it's all been said. They really are the last word. There's nothing more powerful than that. And so this year we will end with the graduates and what they have to say about their experience here at Metro. After the graduates have their moment to share with you their thoughts, we will have time here for photographs. We'll turn lights on so that you can take some family photos with friends, and then we'll have some cake and reception to follow kind of behind this wooden wall. So please join us for that. And I know a lot of you will have to take off soon thereafter, and that's fine, but feel free to linger and chat as well for a while. All right. Guide address to the students. Deep breath there. Guys, help me out. All right. All right, Metro class of 2016, you have made it. Here you are. You've arrived at the last hour of your Childpeace and middle school years. In an hour, you'll officially be high school students. That's how it works. You walk off the stage and you're high school students. That's crazy. feel like we've seen you grow up, and it's a little bit mind-boggling right now. As we send you off into the great unknown, we do know that each of you carries within yourself everything that you need to be happy and to create the successes that you see for yourself and for others. It's all right there inside of you, and all you have to do is be true to yourself and true to your integrity. You're heading off into the world well equipped to make it a better place, and we have no doubt that you will do just that. As we prepare to send you off as middle school graduates and high school students in just a little while, we have one last assignment for you. All 17 of you. Are you ready? Take our wishes and our hopes, which you'll hear in just a moment, and make the world a better place. Be intentional about it, and go do it.
It's a hard and an easy assignment. My wish for the graduates of 2016 is that they're going to go forth and use the tools that they've been given. And I don't just mean that figuratively, actually, I mean tools. So you'll go out and you'll see problems before you, but you'll find and you'll design solutions for those problems. Graduates will let their mind guide their hands with wood, with metal, with technology. In the future that is unwritten, I know one thing is I want to be working alongside you, people that can see the problems before them and handle those problems.
All right. In light of recent world events, my wish for the graduates, for all of you, is that you will use your knowledge and your love to fight for what you think is right and against what you think is wrong. I hope you will fight for your self-worth and everyone's self-worth. I hope you will see how you are connected to others, that you will feel for them, and that you will fight for them. I know each and every one of you has the ability to do great things as an upstander for your friends, family, and any person or community that needs your help. And I hope always that your friends, family, and community will do this for you.
So, of course, we wish you happiness, but we do not wish you only happiness. As Montessori recognized, happiness is not the only aim of education. Instead, schools and society aim, or should aim, to provide opportunities for meaningful work. It's through work that you assert your independence, that you have asserted your independence, that you come to know yourselves, are coming to know yourselves. But also, as I think you know, it's through work that we get to know each other. As a result of your work at Metro, for example, during backpacking, during Odyssey, writing or performing a play, creating a yearbook, participating and leading seminars, contributing to Model United Nations committees. You've learned so much about social life. Through this work, you've cultivated skills that John was talking about, and also the skills that you need to relate to others with empathy and compassion, the way that Sarah was saying. So now, as you move on, we wish you more work.
So, the work of our work is to create a space for you where we look at our strengths every day and we look at our flaws every day, and we create a place where we can all grow, adults and students. And so now we hope you will use your people skills and your practical skills and your knowledge and your love of knowledge to constantly further justice around you. And by working and giving to others, you will achieve happiness and living the values that you already know will benefit others, and it will create your high school experience around you. And the truth is, you are the 17 hopes and wishes that Metro sends into the world today.
Okay, graduates, it's your turn to say what you have to share with the rest of the people who are sitting here watching and hoping all the best for you. One thing that I neglected to say is that after they're done here, there will be certificates that need to go out to people, so that will happen. So don't jump up just yet after that. Graduates, are you ready? Yeah. No? Need a second? Yeah. Okay, we're ready.
Hello, my name is Katrina. And I'm McKenna. Thank you for coming to our 8th grade graduation ceremony.
Each one of us has grown in many ways here at Childpeace, even if you've been here for your whole life or just this year, and we would like to share our great experiences and memories with you.
McKenna and I have been attending Childpeace since 5th grade. We instantly became friends.
We think Metro is like a good book. You want to know what happens in the end, but you don't want to get there.
When you're reading a good book, sometimes you get so caught up in the story that you don't want it to end. That's how our time at Metro felt. Metro gave us a middle school experience that we couldn't get anywhere else. How many schools leave for a 10-day camping trip on the second day of school? That camping trip each year has helped us make new friends and let us try new things we wouldn't have tried.
The Odyssey is a special part of each year at Metro. You make friends with new and incoming students and grow your bonds with your old friends. It is a great way to lead out of your summer and into the new school year.
When we came to Metro, we hoped it would prepare us for high school and our future. And now leaving, we know it has prepared us for what's to come. Metro has let us work at our own pace while still achieving our goals. We've had a lot of good experiences at Metro. 2 years is a long time, but over the 2 years we've made a lot of friends, learned a lot of lessons, and ultimately changed as people.
The teachers here at Metro are ones that we will never forget. They have taught us so much over only 2 years and have helped us become better people. They give us freedoms that we wouldn't have gotten at other schools. We are very lucky to have these teachers guiding us over the last 2 years. They have supported us through all of our decisions and led us in the right direction. They have challenged us to try our hardest and be the best we can be.
The community at Metro is very special. Everyone is very welcoming and there's always a positive energy in the air.
The people at Metro have been a big part of our Metro experience. Everyone is very inclusive and accepting, and we will miss the happy atmosphere.
But every good book has to end, and we are sad to leave Metro. But we are excited to move on to high school and see how well we've grown in our learning, and how well Metro has prepared us for the future.
Over these past years, we've learned a lot from the people guiding us through school. We would like to thank all of our teachers from 5th grade to now for all that you've taught us and all the experiences we've got to share with you. We would also like to thank all of our fellow 8th graders for accepting us into the community in 5th grade and for also being such good classmates.
And most importantly, a big thank you to our parents who have supported us throughout the years and given us the opportunity to be part of this school. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Ava. And my name is Phoebe, and for us, Metro was like a roller coaster. There were ups and downs, but it was fun in the end.
We've both been at Childpeace since we were toddlers, and have been friends since 3rd grade, when we were 8. Our Metro experience was filled with great adventures and some less great adventures.
One of the great adventures and one of the best parts of our Metro experience was this year's spring trip. Metro is unique in that they provide us time outdoors to connect with nature and bond with people in our class.
This spring trip was definitely one of the highlights of our Metro experience. On the spring trip, we did fun activities such as wearing Crocs, playing in a hammock, and taking samples of trees. We got to connect with nature, which is an important part of Montessori.
One of our best memories from this spring trip was when the group went whitewater rafting. We got to do a super cool activity out in nature, and we all had a lot of fun. We were in a boat together with our guide Caleb and some of our best friends, which made the experience even better and made it very memorable. On the rafting trip, we went on some scary rapids, jumped in the water, and also did some slow drifting down the river.
Another one of the best parts of Metro is how much time each teacher spends on each student. At Metro, the teachers help us through all the challenges of not only schoolwork, but surviving middle school. All the teachers know how to push students to do their best without making us feel bad.
A good memory from 7th grade was when we went on an end-of-the-year bike ride with the whole class. We biked down to Cellular Park and had a fun afternoon playing in the park.
One of the things I like most about Metro is that we always went on different outings together as a group, which helps strengthen the Metro community. Almost everyone at Metro always sticks together with each other through the highs and lows of middle schools.
In between all the good times at Metro, there were some lows. Although some things are lows, they're all part of the whole experience and they weren't really too bad. The lows have helped us solve problems and rounded out our communication skills as well as people skills.
Metro is unique because we get to do all the outings and fun stuff, but it is still a great place to learn and get a good education. Even without our school doing some things that traditional schools do, we both still feel well prepared for high school. Teachers have done everything to help us with anything we were worried about, and we both appreciate their help over these years.
Metro is so small that it allows you to get close to everyone. We both have made lots of friends and have so many inside jokes and funny memories that will always make us smile.
In the end, it was a very fun experience, and we both know that we will take everything we learned at Metro with us and apply it to the rest of our lives.
We would like to thank our friends and families for being supportive of us through our years at Childpeace and Metro.
We would also like to thank our teachers and the faculty at Childpeace and Metro for being great people and keeping the school safe and ready to work in.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Sam, and this is Simone.
Sharon Salzberg once said, "Life is like an ever-shifting kaleidoscope. A slight change and all patterns alter." Metro is like a kaleidoscope. Every slight twist, everything we learned and experienced, it made us a little different. And once we changed, there was no way to go back to what we were. Everything changed us. The people we met and the people we left behind. The arguments and friendships we had, the rules we broke, and the ones we listened to. All of it changed us, and without meaning to, we changed each other. We are all different now than when we came to this school. It's hard to remember the people that we used to be. 7 years ago, Sam and I were two 7-year-olds chasing people around the playground, making it our mission to make everyone believe in magic. We were younger, and that was what was important to us. We were different then than we are now. Now we're older, smarter, and more capable of taking care of ourselves. We've found new interests and abandoned old ones. We've grown talented and have begun to think for ourselves. Sometimes we like things the way they are. We don't want them to change. Sometimes we do everything in our power to keep them the same, but the truth is we can't. The earth will keep moving no matter how it affects us, and we have to accept that. So now we'll say goodbye to the people we're leaving, and we'll graduate.
The kaleidoscope has infinite possibilities. Metro is like a kaleidoscope. It was always changing, trying to conform to students' personal needs. It prepared us for later life and taught us how to adapt to different situations. Metro helped us learn to change to fit the demand of situations and taught us how to grow from them. Metro is a different experience for each student. It changes as it needs to. For me, Metro is supportive and accepting, as well as always pushing me to work harder and test my limits. But as much as Metro changed for us, it taught us how to adapt to its new environment. When we first came to Metro, we had to adapt quickly. It was full of new things. In our previous 6 years at Childpeace, we had never encountered the scheduled workday we found at Metro. This was one change we had to adapt to. Homework was also a big change. Sure, in 5th and 6th grade, we occasionally brought home something to work on, but never with regularity. And always, we didn't have time to finish it during the school day. Now, in Metro, we're sometimes given work to finish with no class time, and we're required to finish it entirely at home. Metro taught us how to manage this, and at this point, I wrote most of my essays entirely at home, whether or not I have class time to work on them. Metro has been a great experience for us. It taught us how to change to fit different situations. I'm confident that wherever we go, we will be ready to adapt and overcome the challenges we are faced with. We thank our school for preparing us in this way.
Thank you all.
Hello, I am Evan.
And I'm Rishi. Both Isaac and I have been at Childpeace for our whole lives, and it has been a life-changing experience. While we have graduated from our younger years, we can't forget where it all started. We both have grown and changed a lot, and it has been for the better.
I remember my first day of school. I was mortified. Just kidding. It was awesome. I also remember the first day I met Rishi, which is a few months later. I was mortified again. Not really. We were friends immediately. We both started out in the crime room, things went our separate ways through school. Through overall and number we were in separate classes, but we were still together. We took two different paths to end up in the same destination in Metro 6 years later.
Just like our time at Childpeace, our journey through Metro has truly been special. From the first day of 7th grade to the last day of 8th, we will never forget the experiences we've had, the friendships we've made, and the knowledge we've gained. This school has helped us get where we are, and we will never forget our time here.
In academics, the school has been extremely helpful. We came into Metro thinking that we knew most things. Then school started, and we soon found out that there are a lot of things we didn't know. A lot of things. And that is still the case. Middle school was challenging, but we accepted the challenge, came out victorious, and learned a lot. From algebra to bikes, Spanish to birds, Metro has covered a wide range of topics, and we are both confident going into high school.
Even though we have only been at Metro a short 2 years, we have grown as individuals and as a group. With that, our maturity has grown. Kind of. Every moment of our experience was great, and it is really hard to find just a few of our favorite moments. Coming in on the first day of school, the door opened to a whole new world. We hadn't experienced having regular classes or having homework, and throughout our Montessori experience here, we soon adapted. Now we're going to other schools that have a similar format.
Even though we're going to different types of schools, we will be learning similar things. Coming from a Montessori education background, Metro has been a perfect junction from Montessori to where we are headed next. We've learned a variety of things that we wouldn't have learned in traditional school. We are both very grateful for that. In addition to those things, we have also learned things people in a traditional school would have learned, so we have a head start going into high school. We've learned the physics and mechanics of bikes in the bike classes. We've learned things from the chemistry of bread to different types of feathers on birds, from ancient Siberian and European civilizations to varying ethical theories. We have improved our Spanish skills to a point where we can get around fairly well in this Spanish-speaking country.
We have learned many things with Metro's help, and will use this knowledge to help us with whatever the future holds.
Metro has given us many freedoms.
Such as the sports club downtown.
Just kidding. They don't play any soccer yet. But with those come many responsibilities. This will help us immensely in years to come. Throughout all of these things and more, Metro has been like a GPS that has helped us get to our next destination.
Finally, we would like to thank all the teachers that have helped us throughout this journey. We would also like to thank our families for putting up with us when we were growing up. And we would like to thank the school for being there for everything. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Cora, this is Miranda, and this is Leland. We believe that Metro is like a fairy ring. Some of you may be wondering, what is a fairy ring? A fairy ring is a ring of mushrooms that are all part of the same organism. You may be asking, well, aren't all mushrooms different organisms? The answer is no. Actually, the main part of the fungus is located underground. It is called the mycelium. It's a huge network of little threads that can extend across acres. The threads can be microscopic and they are strong enough to grow through branches. The mushroom that you see is actually more like a fruit fungus. So can apple trees have many apples? Yes. So mycelium can have multiple mushrooms. Mushrooms don't always grow in rings, so fairy rings are pretty special. The interesting about fairy rings is that with every year they grow outwards and get larger. So how is Metro like a fairy ring? Even though we can't see it, we are all connected, and we also expand every year.
Metro expands every year, not only in the amount of students, but in the opportunities and experiences available for the students. Just this year, we got the opportunity to join Model United Nations, where we got to learn about politics and international relations while solving world issues with other students our age. Another experience we had to have was working with bees. As part of the Garden Microbe group, which consisted of the three of us and our dear friend Caroline, we got the responsibility of caring for the bees and making sure they didn't die. Sadly, we lost the bees during the winter, so basically we suck at our job. But they left us with 12 pounds of honey, and we got the opportunity to work with the honey and beeswax, and that's not an opportunity that many people our age get.
Everyone at Metro is connected, even if it doesn't seem like it. I'll let some be focused on the next big sports game, while others look forward to the new Doctor Who episode. We're all connected by our experiences, our similarities, and our differences. Our first opportunity for connection comes in the form of the Odyssey, Metro's first camping trip of the year, where we're forced into a tent with 2 to 4 complete strangers for a week or more. It's actually very easy to make friends on the Odyssey, either by playing frisbee or having severe laughing fits in the middle of a story that starts with, I was in the car on the way to Seattle. But those friendships stretch through the course of the entire year and hopefully much longer than that. Hopefully we'll keep our connections as we move into high school and carry on. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Maddie.
And I'm Ella.
Metro has been a great experience for both of us, and we wouldn't be the people we are today without it. There have been a lot of fun and not so fun moments that we've shared with a big group of people. In this way, Metro is like a road trip. There are some wrong turns and flat tires, but in the end, it's a great experience. Metro has given me so many memories that I know I'll take with me into high school. When I was in 7th grade, everything was new and scary. The idea of middle school, being an 8th grader, and then going on to high school. Metro's prepared me for these next 4 years, and I can't imagine going through it with a different group of people. Our environment is a very safe place with so much comfort and help, and the teachers make it a great space to learn. In Metro, the teachers aren't just teachers. There are support, encouragers, and most importantly, friends. The community that we create every year is something very special. The trips at the beginning and end of the year give us the opportunity to make and build our friendships. These 8th graders have been through so much, like a train ride from Seattle to Portland where we all learned how to count on each other. On our 7th grade spring trip, we ended up getting frustrated with each other during the team building exercises, but we mended our friendships during card games. There have been some fun days that really stand out, like our big bike ride last year and our scavenger hunt this year. In our group of 8th graders, there are many different personalities that contribute to our unusual team. With all of the diverse types of people, sometimes we don't get along. Whenever we had 8th grade meetings to plan something, we would get loud trying to talk over each other. There are many moments that have made my years at Metro great. Over the years, we have shared so many weird and fun memories, but even with all the ups and downs, Metro has still been a great experience, and I know I'll miss it next year.
My experience at Metro has been greater than I could have ever imagined. I walked in on the first day of 7th grade knowing very little about what I was getting into. Looking back, I was very different at that time. I guess you could say that Metro has changed me a lot. During my time at Metro, I feel that I have truly transformed. I went from a girl who wanted to fit in to someone who is comfortable with being who I am, which is quite often a very weird and complex person with weird and complex friends. I look at myself sometimes as a character in a book that I'm writing. There is usually a plot, and it can get boring sometimes, but it's always more interesting when you keep building your personality and learning things about yourself that you never knew before. I have learned so much about myself in Metro, but it took many experiences to get me to where I am. One of the memories that has influenced me the most happened last year, when our group of 8th graders was stuck together for a week. During this time, we not only learned many important things about each other, but how to work as a team. And it is not the good thing in my life in Metro that has taught me these lessons. Instead, it is the not-so-good moments and the mistakes that I have learned from, and have made me a better person in the process of learning. So I guess you could say that Metro is like a road trip. You take a couple of wrong turns, get a few flat tires, and maybe even get car sick once in a while. But it's all worth it in the end.
Our experience at Metro and Childpeace would not have been complete without all of the people that made it wonderful. Both of us have changed so incredibly much since we came here, and it's amazing to watch the people you know grow up beside you. There are so many people that have changed us and our perceptions of the world.
We'd like to thank our friends and peers who have supported us through good times and bad. Thank you to our first teachers, Kathy, Shannon, and Miss Stephanie, for guiding us through some of the earliest stages of life. Thank you to our lower L teachers for being the most amazing teachers we could have hoped for. We'd also like to thank Kristen, Tony, Stephanie, and Roma for teaching us so many things in a breath. We are infinitely grateful for our fantastic middle school teachers as well. Thank you for guiding us through our last years of Montessori. And last but not least, we would like to thank our wonderful parents, who we would not be here without. Thank you.
Metro is like an old chair. It feels good to be in, but eventually you will have to leave it. My name is Elliot Fogarty, and this is Jake Nordstrom. We have been in the same class since the first grade. In our time at Childpeace and Metro, we have grown and changed so much. We've truly cherished our time at Childpeace and will not forget all of the experiences we've had.
In my decade at Childpeace, I have done a lot of things. I've filled 15 odd binders of work, I've met many new and interesting people, and most importantly, I've made a lot of good friends. I learned everything from negative numbers to positive numbers, and everything in between. In particular, I've always loved the annual science fairs and have never had the heart to throw away any of my poster boards. There have been a lot of people who have helped me in my journey here at Childpeace, and I want to take a moment to thank some of them. Kathy was my first teacher at the Terrace. The lesson that I most remember from her will always be my grace and courtesy lessons, which may have been the most important of them all. Next, I want to thank my teacher Sorrel, who taught me that curiosity is the greatest tool for learning. And Rob, who taught me that sometimes it's best to be cautious instead. I would also like to thank Greg Lawrence, who was somehow able to teach me concepts that I wouldn't use until 3 years later. I definitely want to thank all the awesome teachers at Metro who helped me prepare for high school as well as they could. Finally, I would like to thank my parents, who I wouldn't even be here without the continual support of.
I have changed so much in my time at Childpeace. When I began at Childpeace in the toddler community, I was just 16 months old and loved turtles. I don't remember the toddler community very well, but I'm quite certain it was the most influential of all of my classes. One of the things that I do remember with Lower Elf was the lesson in which Rob was going to blow us up. He was trying to teach us the 3 states of matter by melting wax, a steel screw, and an ice cube. Now, finding his lesson that the shatterproof container wasn't quite as shatterproof as we thought. Another of my prize experiences is in the upper elf, in 6th grade, when Greg attempted to teach us linear equations. Of course, at the time, I didn't understand the importance of this, but now I'm supremely grateful that I learned this early in life. Thank you, Greg. Another great experience was on this year's Odyssey, on our second campsite, when we got to sleep outside and enjoy the beautiful view of the stars. I would like to thank Lynn from the bottom of my heart. You will always be my first teacher. And to Michelle and Susan for being wonderful and supportive Children's House guides. And to Rob and Sorrel for being the most amazing, if a little bit dangerous, lower elf guides I ever been coached. Thank you, Greg and John, for being the coolest and most educational upper elf guides I ever had. And I would also, of course, like to thank all of the teachers at Metro for being the greatest candy trip planners and teachers I ever could. Lastly, I would like to thank my parents for being the greatest teachers of all and guiding me into joyriding of an adventure.
Elliot and I have experienced Metro for our whole lives, and I think that I can speak for both of us when I say that I can speak for both of us when it has been quite the crazy and exciting time. We've experienced a ton of incredible things and learned enough to fill a library. However, sitting in a chair for 2 years is a long time, and we need to stand up now. We hope to see you all again soon. Thank you.
Metro is like math class. It was pretty useful, full of stuff we will probably need later in life, but there were some times when you just wanted to curl up in a hole. Sometimes it's fun, and sometimes you want to scream forever.
My name is Luke Walker. I've been at Childpeace Community for 2 years, and throughout my life, or my time here, I have truly come to appreciate all I've learned. When I first came to Metro, I had no experiences in Montessori coming from a public school, but to say the least, I got right into the flow of how things were done here. I think my favorite experience at Metro has to be the trips we take, all of the Odyssey and spring trips. When I first came to Metro, I never knew anyone, but over my first Odyssey, I became friends with some really funny and great people. The Odyssey is one thing that really defines Metro as a school and as a community.
And I'm Henry Simmons. I've been a part of the Childpeace Metro community for 11 years now. I've learned a lot of lessons during my time here. I made a lot of friends, got a lot of information input in my brain, and truly learned to appreciate all that I have in life. After all these years, I am sad to be leaving, but I'm also excited for the adventures that will befall me in high school. My favorite moment was during the 7th grade spring trip last year. That trip was truly amazing because it gave the now 8th graders a chance to bond and really get to know each other. Some of my greatest friendships were formed because of that trip. People in public schools so rarely get chances to bond like that, and I'm very happy I got the chance to do it.
There are a lot of people we need to thank. First, we'd like to thank the teachers. Without you, we wouldn't have a school. So, it's not very good.
Second, we'd like to thank our parents. They gave us support, they paid for our tuitions, and without them, we literally would not be here.
And lastly, we'd like to thank the students, and those ones over there too. They have made our lives pretty great and amazing.
So yeah, Metro is like math class. But eventually, math class ends and the bell rings for you to leave. The bell has rung. It's time for us to leave. Thanks for the memories. And one last piece of advice. Always remember, never forget.
What was it?
I forgot.
Thank you, graduates. As always, I hope you got a little bit of their personalities out of those speeches, and I hope you get a sense of who they are if you don't already know them well. Henry has one more thing that he wanted to share with everybody. And here he comes.
Okay, so yeah, I have one more quick thing that I would like to do. A while ago, I was thinking about what I could do to like fully sum up the experience at Metro. So I'm going to be singing "I Will Remember You" by Sarah McLachlan. But it's not going to be the entire song, and it's not going to have music. So just brace yourself. 3, 4. I will remember you. Will you remember me? Don't let your life pass you by, and weep not for the memories. Remember the good times that we had. I let them slip away from us when things got bad. How clearly I first saw you smiling in the sun. Wanna feel your warmth upon me. I wanna be the one. I will remember you. Will you remember me? Don't let your life pass you by, and weep not for the memories. I will remember you. Will you remember me? Don't let your life pass you by, and weep not for the memories, and weep not for the memories.
Wow, the best thing of all is we have known Henry as he transitioned from soprano to tenor or baritone. Nice work. For those of you that have been in the Montessori program for a long time, you know that the work of Maria Montessori in the latter years of her life was about service and about peace education. And she truly wanted to impart that every child that we work with that becomes an adult is a citizen of the world. And responsibility to community is the way that that work begins. Hopefully we do that throughout the years at Childpeace with the work that we do inside the classroom and out, and with the service projects at 6th grade. Our Metro students continue that work with community service. And as a recognition of the community service for those students that are graduating this year who have committed at least 30 hours of community service time, we have a special award, and a very cute little beehive pen has a memory for you. So as I call your name, please come up and accept your award. Phoebe Kemp. McKenna Lee. Maddie Moore. Ella Mankowski. Amelia Shields. Ava Zarin. Isaac Shulitz. Jake Nordstrom. And Sam Brady. And now is the moment. No, it's not husband and wife, but it is a graduate. You will become a graduate very shortly here. We would like to say congratulations to all of the Metro 8th grade students. And if you would like to come up, we have some gifts for you as well as your certificate. And I'll be reading your names as you come up. And here we go. Ella Mankowski. Katrina Gillett. Gigi Chinoy. Luke Walker. It's so exciting when we are able to have students start at Metro and that don't have the huge history, but those students, that some of which are on this stage, they've only been here a year or two and have become such an amazing part of our community. We're going to miss you just as much as the ones that we've only known for 12 or 14 years. Jake Nordstrom. Simone Key. And Miranda. Miranda? Phoebe Kemp. Maddie Moore. Sam Brady. And Henry Simmons. Ava Saren. Elliot Fogarty. McKenna Lee. Amelia Shields. And Isaac Shulitz. Nancy? We'll let Nancy finish.
All right, this is it. This is where you become ninth graders, high school students. You've got that certificate in your hand. You've got all the years behind you, and you've got the whole world ahead of you and all kinds of time. So take one more note from all of us. We don't, in Montessori, often share a lot of, what's the word? We don't, great job it and that sort of thing. We just don't do that much. But I do want you to know that your guides are so very proud of you, each one of you, and what you've done in the 2 years that we've been with you. I'm not going to cry. Katrina's waiting for it. I'm not into it. Let's give a round of applause to all of you.